Hey everyone, welcome back to MGM. I am Jimmy. This week I'm on vacation, or on holiday, as my friends across the pond like to say. I still wanted to get a video out, however, as we have a lot of things coming, a lot of updates for a lot of the games that we play on the channel. Now, for Necromunda, there has been a lot of chatter about Hive Secundus. There was an article that came out in May with a brand new box that is going to come out. It will have 2 new gangs in that. You will be able to play as the male strain, the mouse strain, which is kind of the gene stealer cults, if you will, and then there's going to be spire hunters as well. So this is going to be a standalone box. It will be similar to Dark Uprising, if you remember. They have laid out this box kind of with the bulkheads like some of the old one, but they have showed off some of the terrain as well, which is kind of crumbled Zone Mortalis style terrain. The models in this box set look absolutely beautiful, and this is something that, while I may not get the official box, I will probably look to get the models. Because they look absolutely gorgeous. But yes, you will be seeing the mouse strain gene stealers and then spire hunters. And spire hunters are kind of the elite, if you will, of Necromunda. They are folks that are more noble born, and they tend to hunt to prove themselves, you know, just kind of hunt for fun. So there will be some Vansar tech hunters along the way that are obviously going to be looking for any kind of technological finds that they can get their hands on, but your spires are really just there to kill stuff. So this box looks like it's going to be pretty cool, and the models, again, absolutely gorgeous. Now, for the terrain, there are some really good files that I've already found on Thingiverse that have kind of the crumbled Zone Mortalis feel, so I will probably go that route for the terrain, and again, maybe look to pick up the gang's second half. This is going to come with its own rulebook, 176-page softback, that will kind of give you the detail of all the campaign rules and things like that. So this was released in May, and they are following up with another with some more information that was just released today as of filming this, which is July 15th. And what was released today was the Book of Desolation, and this is going to be following up, kind of bolting on to that campaign, if you will. And this is going to include a lot of rules for some new gangs, probably some new scenarios. Looks like new Dramatis Personae as well, including the Malstrain Alpha. It says that there's going to be 4 new gangs in this one designed solely for use in what is being called the Underhells campaign. Your Malstrain, which are obviously going to be your gene stealers, but you could also run them as Malstrain Corrupted if you wanted to attach those on to any of your kind of 6 houses, if you will. If you wanted Corpse Grinders, Enforcers, things like that, you could include some Malstrain Corrupted, it looks like, into those main gangs as a variant. They also have Spire hunting parties, which looks like it's going to be a gang to its own. And these Spire hunting parties could potentially, I think you can include one of them from what it's saying here, as a Secundian incursion gang, and it looks like you could replace their leader with, it looks like, named characters or a Spire hunter. So again, it looks like this is another way to kind of bolt on to existing gangs, which is a neat way to do things. It looks like as part of the Underhells campaign, you can also hire a specialist team of Abyssal Ferrymen, and it looks like these guys are highly customizable for weapons, war gear, and skills. They also have custom rig vehicles. House Vansar seems to be the biggest base gang that is receiving updates here with their tech hunters. It looks like you can field them in 4 different formats, and probably it looks like it unlocks different weapons and equipment, things like that. So that looks interesting as well. There's also going to be some rules for Dramatis Personae, including this Malstrain Alpha, as well as a lead Spire Hunter, the newly improved Lady Hera Helmar. as well as 2 unique ferryman teams. Again, all very cool, and it looks like that there's going to be more things to come on these releases. So it is good to see Necromunda getting, you know, the attention that it deserves. Necromunda is a fantastic game. It's one of those games that, for the most part, I'm very happy that they leave alone. If you're a new player looking to start Necromunda, I always say that this is a perfect time because the base box game is going to be to itself, and it's going to include, you know, 2 games to get you started, the rule book, and you'll be able to take that and play that game, yeah, as it is. If you guys want to have a little campaign between 2 people, you could certainly do that. Now, one of the worries that I do have about releases like this, maybe it is time for a new release, but there's going to be a lot of things in here that is very specific to the Hive Secundus setting, and I hope that these are things that are pushed forward. What I don't want to see is releases like Kill Team, where they're constantly coming out with new factions within factions, if you will. So with Space Marines, you've got you know, 3 or 4 different flavors of Space Marines you can run, and now with Van Saar you'll have, you know, tech hunters that you can run, or specialists. I kind of like what they're doing where they can kind of bolt into normal gangs. I do like that a lot, but I'm really hoping that the releases are still kind of built up and just they're usable in your current gangs. I think that is just so important. Time will tell, but there's obviously a lot on the horizon for Necromunda, and you'll be able to see a lot of that on the channel as I get things acquired and painted up. Moving on, we look at Bolt Action, and they have announced a new 3rd edition that will be coming, I believe, in September, so we're not that far away. They have released some army composition updates and things that are going to kind of streamline how you make your armies. This is something that I'm really looking forward to. They put a poll on their Facebook group not too long back asking kind of what you wanted to see. Army composition was what people wanted to see first. Now, as a quick update, Warlord Games have also announced changes to medium machine guns, and they have hinted at removing small team and exceptional damage, which, you know, if you had a sniper and you did exceptional damage to a medium machine gun team, you could effectively remove the team. So machine gun teams are getting 1 more shot, which will make them more deadly, and with the removal of exceptional damage, they will become a little more sticky. Now, they have announced that there will be a new starter set coming out, so again, if you are new to Bolt Action, this would be a great time to get in. This is going to be their Battle of the Bulge starter set, and this is going to have the US Winter type of infantry versus German Fallschirmjäger, and it will include kind of the houses that you've seen in previous starter sets. Seeing the activation dice here is good. That means that they're not moving away from that system. Your pin markers are still included, and they do have looks like a Greyhound here as well. So, you know, I'm really happy for Warlord Games and them, you know, pushing things forward, you know, continuing to improve and give gamers more. If you buy a starter set now, kind of the old ones, if you will, there's a sticker on there, so be on the lookout for that. There's going to be a code there where you can use to get your version 3 rules, I believe, either through you know, a PDF or something like that, a download, if you will. So I think that's really cool, and I really hope that they do this right. I think they will, and hopefully we'll see some leaps forward for Bolt Action. I'm looking to play more of it on the channel as I am getting more armies painted up. For BLKOUT, it looks like that they have a new expansion on the horizon called Badlands, and that's going to include some new scenarios, as also some new units that can be integrated into your existing forces. You're going to be able to customize your squads and deploy cutting-edge technology in your battles. So this is pretty neat, and it looks like they're also going to introduce some vehicles into the game now, which has been pretty cool as well. These are a glimpse of some of the models that they have. All looks really cool. We have only played 1 game of BLKOUT on the channel, but certainly looking forward to doing more. And I think when we get back from vacation, we are certainly going to put that back into the rotation pretty quickly. Over on the Trench Crusade front, it looks like that they are on now version 1.4 of the playtest rules, and they have published an update on that. Just making some corrections As we go through, make a ranged attack. The model may shoot with a ranged weapon that is equipped with. The model engaged in combat cannot shoot. The model cannot both shoot and then charge doing the same activation unless they made a single ranged attack with a weapon that has the assault keyword. So really just kind of clarifying some of that. It looks like there's been some added verbiage on making melee attacks and that you can't attack through walls. They did clarify that blood markers can be used on your opponent when the model suffers damage from any source. It does look like they've added something called Bloodbath, where you can roll an additional d6 on the injury rolls at the cost of 6 blood markers on any model, or at the cost of 3 blood markers if the target is down. And if you're unfamiliar with all of this, I've made some How to Play Trench Crusade videos in the past. I'll try to remember to put a link on the screen somewhere so you can reference those. I will post a link down below that has these changes in a PDF, so you can go through and read all of this on your own, but it looks like that several keywords have received updates, and this is now the official 1.4 test rules. Again, Trench Crusade is a game that is currently in development, so there is a lot subject to change, and as those major updates are done, I may update my How to Play videos in the near future with all of this, just so we're all kept in the loop on what the current rules are. Lastly, we've got an update on Ravaged Star. They are continuing to move forward with their line. Wayland Games also has some of these boxes in stock now, which is pretty cool. Mini Wargaming's been doing a lot of battle reports on this game. I've been following it closely. I do have a 2-player starter set backed on GameFound. So this is a game that I'm really looking forward to. They've incorporated mechanics from a lot of games. I really do get passionate about gamers making things for gamers. I just feel like when that happens, special things come out of it. And when you're not having to appease shareholders and things like that, when you are making a game while you want to make profit, you want it to be fun, you want it to be engaging, you want the community to be involved. I just think that just makes something very special. So this is a game that I am pulling for. I'll put a link down below if you have any interest in looking that up. Again, I always say more than likely, I mean, if you know about my channel, you know about Mini Wargaming, and therefore you know about Ravaged Star, but I'm really pulling for this game. I'm pulling for the guys at Mini Wargaming, and I do hope that they see success. I do plan on continuing to back this project, make some painting videos, and then some battle reports once we get everything painted up. So that'll wrap it up for this video. We've got a lot coming down the pipe for a lot of the games that we play with Necromunda. Really excited about it. Bolt Action, Blackout, Trench Crusade, Ravaged Star. There's just a ton of stuff going on in the hobby space. It's exciting to see, and I am really looking forward to covering a lot of it on the channel and helping bring some of these games to life and show people out there some of these other games that are a ton of fun to play. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will be back to our normal content here shortly. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.